Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And today we have what I consider a really spectacular car. Come on over and take a look at it. We'll do a quick look at the car, and then I want to walk you through the history on this particular car, and then we'll come back to the car and go over some of the specifics on the car and the overall condition of the car. So the car is a 1968 Plymouth GTX convertible. It is a car, the way you see it today is the way the car was born. It has always been this color combination. It has always been this configuration. It is a numbers matching car throughout. The engine, the transmission, the differential, all the body panels are original to the car and original from the factory. It is a 440, it's a 4-speed manual, and obviously it's a convertible. So come on over here for a minute, starting with that, with the opening. It's a rare car. But the car, it's one of these cars. This is not, to me, a regular car. This is an opportunity to get something that's really special. So if you watch many of my videos, you'll notice that I love the history of cars, and I love finding and buying cars with unique history, learning about the owners, and really understanding the cars. This car represents the Holy Grail. It was a one-owner car. It came from Milford, Pennsylvania. It was originally purchased in New Jersey. The guy that I bought the car from, the original owner, is alive and well. We've spent hours talking about this car, his history with the car. It's important to understand he, as a kid, worked at a Chrysler dealership and then continued working at this Chrysler dealership in the parts department. He special ordered this car. So he was very familiar with exactly how to order a car, which was just what he wanted, and that's what he did. And the neat part is he saved everything on this car. So we start with the usual stuff. We have the original owner's handbook with the car. We have the original metal identiplate or CertiCard with Chrysler with his name. We have in the owner's manual all the original stuff that came with it, highway safety tips, on and on. We have the original customer care warranty. We have talking about the service policy, operating instructions, Chrysler Corporation code book. So all of this comes with the car, and that's all original. We then also have the all-important broadcast sheet, the build sheet. This is a copy. We do have the original. So we have the original of the broadcast sheet. We also have the original sales order on the car. When he purchased it, he bought it, and we'll take photographs of all of this. Don DeMar Motors in Jersey City, New Jersey. He purchased it in April of 1968. This lists all the options the car came with and his original purchase price. And then we also have, when he went back in and actually purchased the car, we have his receipt of when he paid for the car, also to the same dealership. We also have a listing from the dealer of the specific options on this car, of course, as I mentioned, in addition to the original broadcast sheet. So we have everything about this car. We also have from him, he saved, period correct sales brochure, and right here on page 2 is his car, or obviously one just like it. So it's fascinating, he kept everything. So the history of the car is he bought this car, and obviously he loves the car. The car also today only has 46,000 original miles. They're absolutely correct, original, documented, that's it, 46,000. So to start off, we have a 440. It came originally from the factory, of course, with the 4-barrel. Since he was working in the parts department at a Chrysler store, he knew about all the options that were available, and he ordered from the factory the tri-carb package. So this was put on fairly early in the car's life. It was ordered directly from the factory through the parts department. The other modifications he did to the original motor, which is this, he did put a mild cam in it, and he put a set of headers on it. So the three things, we have the tri-carb, we have a mild cam, and we have headers. That's the only deviation from stock in the drivetrain of the car. He also added a beep beep horn, which was a fun accessory to add. So he's got the purple beep beep horn, and he has the beep beep Roadrunner horn button on the steering column, steering wheel. And that's it. Those were his second day things that he did. Other than that, totally stock. We do have a photograph of the block number, which is correct and original to the car. And of course, we'll take pictures under the car, everything, you know, the data plate and everything on the car. I do want to back up a minute and be very clear. I do not consider myself a Mopar Chrysler Plymouth expert. So I'm very open to everybody asking questions. We'll provide as many photographs as we can. We also invite inspections, come and see this car. We've been in communication with a couple of Mopar judges about this car because it is so special and so unique. So in 1999, Ed, the original owner, decided to repaint the car. At that point, the paint was getting a little tired. We have photographs of the car stripped down. The total interior was taken out, the dash was taken out, taken down to bare metal and resprayed in the original electric blue color down to the horizontal, the white stripes on the side as it came from the factory. The car retains all of its original metal. The floor in the car is all original. It's never been repaired. It's never been rusted. I had a local body shop come and look at the car, a guy who does Chryslers. He had never seen one quite like this, in this original condition. He noticed on the rear lower quarters, it still has the original weld dimples on the lower end of the rear quarters. He had never seen a car like that that was still retaining all of that. You'll see we have pictures of the trunk floor. We take the carpeting out, the insulation out, and we have photographs of the floor. It's all original. It's really a unicorn car. So we've got the 440 now with a 6-pack on it, or to the Plymouth, the 3 2-barrels on it. We have the correct chrome wheels, which came with it. We have the red line tires, which the car's always had red lines on it. These are not new, so they're older tires. The tread is excellent. There's no dry rot, but they're older red lines. We left it on because of the originality. The car today presents extremely well. The paint has held up very well. There's one blemish on the paint, which I'll show you. The chrome is all original. It is not re-chromed. It's original chrome. The grille, headlights, everything is original to the car. The interior is largely original. The seats, the seating surfaces, he did not replace those. They're all original. I believe he did not replace the door cards, but again, remember, he worked at the parts department. He bought all new parts and then did not install most of them. He has a new set of door cards that were never installed. He has a couple sets of the rear cards that he did not install. The dash is all original. The console's original. He did put, the second day purchase was a Sun Super Tack, which is really cool, really period correct. One thing I would be curious for the Chrysler Mopar people to weigh in on, this car has a bent shifter, a crooked shifter lever. He has never seen a straight shifter. So I'm curious about the comments on this. It's a Hurst 4-speed. The dealer told him they thought it was an experimental shifter. I have no idea. But I'll be curious if anyone wants to comment on the S-bend in the shifter. The car came that way from the factory. The one thing that does not work on the car, which I mentioned in the driving video, the AM/FM 8-track, which is original, does not work. It turns on, but nothing happens. So when he had the car repainted, he went over the interior, but it's still a largely original interior, which sort of shows the care he did to the car. I'm pretty sure that the convertible top cover is original because it appears to be original. He did install a new correct top. It's white. It's the correct material. And that was installed in 1999. And we'll show you the electric top works beautifully up and down. It seals well. The car has all the original factory shut lines. So it's all original, correct, 1968. Right here is really the only cosmetic blemish. Right here, there's a little bit of paint lifting that happened fairly early on after it was resprayed. I chose not to do it because it is so correct and original from when it was sprayed in '99. And this is not that obvious, but that's the only flaw that I saw in the car. The rear of the car, same thing, just fantastic condition. The correct original oval exhaust pipes on the back. The trunk, very correct and original. This was replaced, and you'll see I did extensive photographs with all of this removed, so you can see the trunk floor. The spare tire is here. We do have the jack and everything that came with the car. So, fascinating car. I mean, to find one like this, it's got everything going for it. The low mileage, one owner, cool combination, rare color. Coming along the right side of the car, same thing. And this is a car that I can honestly say that there's no marks on it. There are no scratches, there are no dents, there are no dings. This obviously was his baby. He took very good care of it its whole life. Almost his whole life, to be frank. The right side door, it's just beautiful. The seats, original fabric. All the wood on the dash is original to the car. Wood steering wheel. And we also welcome and invite anyone to come and inspect this car. This car is at a level that you don't find very often. Kind of a combination survivor car, but a lot of originality. And then I'd like to bring you back around to this side of the car just to show you two things. When he had this car, he was corresponding a lot with Chrysler directly because he was in the Chrysler organization. And he became friends with Gail and Govier. The car is registered with the Chrysler Registry, and that goes with the car. This was done in June of '99. So what's interesting, and I would like Chrysler people, Mopar, to jump in and comment on this. And he sent this specific car's VIN number. What it comes down to is the Chrysler Registry is saying that this car is the 22nd car out of 33 that were built with this exact spec. I don't know if that includes the color blue or not. So it was built at the St. Louis, Missouri plant. All of these cars came from the St. Louis, Missouri plant, according to Chrysler Registry documentation. But after researching it and looking at the build sheet and looking up the car, Chrysler itself came up, documented, says this car is 22 out of 33 built like this. So what I do know, as I mentioned at the beginning, 440, 4-barrel, 4-speed, Hurst shifter, has a posi-lock rear in the back. The car came with it's a Sure Grip differential. It's 354 gears in the differential. It also has, which he ordered from the factory, and it's on the broadcast sheet, the Police Interceptor package. So it has the stiffer roll bars, the stiffer suspension. Has boosted brakes. Interestingly, it's drum brakes all around. Does not have disc brakes, no air conditioning. This was a serious car. And then I'm saving the best for last. So if we come around to the left side of the car over here, and I think this sort of sums up. I buy cars all over the country. I visit people all the time. I've been chasing this car almost a year to purchase it. I was excited the minute I saw it. I think it's really cool. And Chryslers are such fewer numbers than the Chevys and the Fords and, of course, the GM. But to give you an indication of this car and his mindset when he bought it, since day one, he never removed the window sticker. The window sticker, now it's seen some sun, it's seen some deterioration, it's taped on from the back to preserve it, but this is the original window sticker to the car that has never left this window. It's been on this car since birth. So when he showed me that, I was like, you've got to be kidding. But there it is. So again, I am not pretending to be a Chrysler expert. Please ask us questions. We're happy to verify everything on this car. We'll take a lot of photographs of it. I can also tell you, please watch our driving video. The car is a hoot to drive. When you put your foot in it with the triple carb and the headers, this car is an animal. It just howls when it's in the right rev range. Incredible torque. And we'll also do a cold start video, including this video. So this is going to be a really fun auction, and I hope this car gets the attention it deserves and that a true, serious Mopar fan gets this car. It's a good one. Thanks for taking the time to watch this rather long video. Thanks.